2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away in Milwaukee, it'll be the Bucks going up against the Chicago Bulls. And guys, for the Bulls, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. And tonight, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's decide on a nickname once and for all. Big fella, you going with the alphabet or the Greek Freak?
Greek Freak is catchier, but as he gets better, he'll become a super freak, like my main man Joel from high school.
Yes.
He was a freak.
Yes. He may soon be calling him the perennial MVP.
I think Greek Freak has a better ring to it.
Yeah, I do too. But if you think, a lot of teams passed on this guy. I know what they're saying to themselves. You know what they're calling themselves? Dummies.
Oh.
That's a good one.
That was quick. And now we go to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
The Bucks look to take charge on their home court, and we're bringing it to you live from Milwaukee here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after that loss to the Celtics.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And that's what can happen on the road. You have to be aggressive and try to disrupt them out of their normal routine.
Let's get a nice clean game, huh?
So the Bucks win the tip. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine and Parker are the wings. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Dunn in at the point. Now here's Bledsoe. A floater. That shot off the mark. Dunn with some nice D. Well, of all the troubles the Bulls suffered last season, Chris, rebounding was not one of them.
But would you believe this? I mean, the Bulls have been top 10 in rebounding every year for the last 16 years. And for 3 of those years, they were number 1 overall.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Ogden against Levine. Here's Carter. That shot misses. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Jim Boylan. He said even though this was their first meeting of the year, he did not expect there to be a filling out period between these teams. He said, we have a group of guys who can score and do it in a hurry. We're going to go right at them and test their defense early on. Looks like they're in attack mode, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thanks for the report, David. So it's all about getting their offense going early on.
And I think that's the right call, guys. Get that rhythm established at the offensive end as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah, I agree, because they have to be the team that dictates the style of play in this game. I mean, they'll be much better off in a shootout instead of a slugfest.
And Levine, here we go. And Maker sends it back. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dunn misses.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's Middleton, the offensive rebound. Maker, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. And with the long season ahead, for the best teams, Chris, you get the feeling they wish the playoffs could start tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, didn't we see that with Golden State last year? It looked like they were a little bored during the season.
Right.
But what happens during the playoff season? That's why we call it 2 different seasons. But once you reach that elite level, Kevin, everything you do is geared toward winning a championship. Everything you do. And so that's why it's so fun watching the best of the best.
And Golden State showed that, of course, last year. And he knocks down the first one. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Bulls have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Down against Bledsoe. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Dunn right side. Shot clock at 6. The 3 buries the long-range jumper. Dunn's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
What touch on the deep ball. You can see Dunn becoming more confident in his long-range shot.
Levine against Brogdon. He kicks it to Middleton over Parker. Shot's good by Middleton.
Oh, they lean on him for a big portion of their scoring with a good reason.
Bulls trail by 5. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. On the wing, Levine. He's guarded by Brogdon. And Parker, here we go. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Tony Snell's checked in for Chris Middleton. He hits the second from the line. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4-point game. Pass to Maker. Tries a 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee. Bulls have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Passes to Markkanen. Levine looking around. There's the pass to Markkanen. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Stolen by Markkanen. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Carter. On the wing, Levine. The shot's good.
And not much you can do on defense. I mean, sometimes Levine is just a little faster down there.
Antetokounmpo passes to Maker. Now a chance to check out the top NBA block leaders. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
The Bucks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
That free throw good from Maker. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bulls. That one is no good.
How about Portis, a draft day steal in 2015? The 22nd pick. Now look, he's got size, skill, no fear. He brings the confidence and the toughness that you love to see.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. Releases. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Bobby Portis suspended, Chris, the first 8 games of last season for his altercation with Nikola Mirotic.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd like to, take that mistake back. But at the same time, that aggressiveness, when you channel it in the right way, that'll help him on the court.
And the basket by Maker.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Back to Dunn. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
And checking out some stats for Levine. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Getting around 24 points per, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive juggernaut. I mean, he can just beat you in so many ways. You got to give it up for him.
Now here's Bledsoe. 23 points for him the last game against Memphis. Goes up at the stripe. And another basket for Milwaukee.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
Well, that's put them up by double digits, trying to run away with this one wire to wire.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations. And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Dunn. 6th in steals, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Now here's Parker. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Celtics in Boston.
Don't forget his rebounding work, too. They couldn't contain him on the glass.
And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
And it's Dunn penetrating. The shot is good. It's his 2nd bucket in 5 tries.
I love the mentality of Dunn, looking to score as often as he can from the painted area.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Brogdon. Back to Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around. Great D that time from Portis.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Dunn against Bledsoe. Dunn kicks to Levine. Passes it to Markkanen. Inside. And now running up the court, Bledsoe pushing it up. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Dunn. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Trying to master the pick and roll. Dunn, decisions like this definitely makes his coaches happy.
It's tipped. Maker kicks to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Markkanen. Kept alive. Here's Brogdon. Here's Snell. No good off the back of the rim.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Now here's Levine. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. Markkanen dishes to Dunn. 4 on the clock. From deep 3-point range. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
The first one falls. When it comes to video review, C-Web, do you feel the NBA has done a good job of incorporating it into the flow of the game, or is there, in your opinion, still some work to be done in this regard?
There's a little work to be done. I mean, nothing's ever perfect, but I think they've done a great job. I mean, you want to get it right, and so there's going to be a little bit of an inconvenience sometimes in going back to it. The main thing for me is to make sure that it is as fast as possible, that you're not giving the team extra time to get together and to huddle up and to call plays. You're not taking the rhythm away from a team that just went on a 10-0 run, and now they have to sit on the side for 2 minutes in real time and see if this call is correct. So the speed that is done with the video review is the only thing I think that needs to be worked on, and that's going to be situation to situation. So I think the NBA is doing a really good job.
Good points. Here's Zeldin after Eric Bledsoe's score. Zeldin kicks to Portis. Stolen by Bledsoe. An even 3-on-3 break. Up and in on the layup. Bledsoe's got 9.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They've built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominating physically.
Chicago calls timeout. And last season, a year of adjustments for Brook Lopez. Had some ups and had some downs.
Yeah, he wasn't able to put up the numbers he'd hoped for. The team was young. Coach wanted to get some other guys some confidence, but he showed that he can act as a stretch 5, and he can still be a factor on offense. Still, this is a season that he knows he can improve upon.
Portis kicks to Arcidiacono. Back to Portis. And stolen by Ilyasova. Hill inside. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Portis, the pass to Arcidiacono. Here's Zeldin, guarded by Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Nice shot by Portis.
A high percentage shooter from these spots. Portis has tons of confidence in his inside scoring ability.
Bledsoe kicks to Hill. Back to Bledsoe. In the corner, Ilyasova with it. No good from outside. Bulls trail by 12. Here's Zeldin. Misses off the left iron. Milwaukee's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Bledsoe finds Lopez. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Lopez has got his first bucket of the night. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Arcidiacono. He's guarded by Hill. Portis can't get it to go.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. Fifth best, the Bucks.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
The Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Kicks it to Lopez. The pass to Connaughton. Back to Lopez. 5 on the clock, and it's good off the back rim and in. Lopez has got his second bucket.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
The Bulls have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Portis, and it's blocked. Outside Hill. Pass to Ilyasova. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. And the dunk by Lopez.
Now, you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
Bulls trail by 17. Lopez outside. Right wing. Nice shot by Portis.
I mean, this D is a joke. It's way too passive. They got to get a body on him when he's on his way to the bucket.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Ilyasova. Rebounded by Selden. Valentine with it. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. Malcolm Brogdon was the 2016-17 NBA Rookie of the Year, and he spoke about Giannis Antetokounmpo and his willingness to listen and learn.
He's going to listen, whether you're giving him advice. Even as a rookie, he was listening, and I would listen to him, but he was actually, if I saw something as a point guard, he would actually listen to me and try it out the next play, and that's special. You don't have many guys at his status that are doing that.
Yeah, that's very rare indeed. Being a sponge early on and Greg soaking up new ways to expand your game is important.
Kevin, no question at all. Plus, the humility. Knowing your teammates can help you grow. Easy to see why they love him in Milwaukee.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnovers.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
Middleton and Giannis are your small and power forwards. Then it's George Hill. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Arcidiacono. Passes it to Carter. Here's Selden. Antetokounmpo defending. Here's Arcidiacono. The kick out to Lopez. Here's Selden. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You can't be missing shots like that in the post. That'll get you a spot on the bench.
Hill, no good.
That type of defense doesn't always get it done, but it does the job that time.
And that one's good. Selden. Here's Middleton. 9-point game his last outing. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. Bulls trail by 15. Arcidiacono, the pass to Carter. Valentine kicks to Selden. Back to Valentine. Clock at 6. Here's Carter. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Bucks leading by 15. Down low. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 10.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Arcidiacono kicks to Lopez. Now the dish to Valentine. And there's the pass to Arcidiacono. To the paint. Here's Carter. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Middleton outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So we're going to say they're going to be familiar with each other, huh? But even so, these teams will learn about each other tonight. So much changes from year to year.
A different look for Milwaukee. Tony Snell's checked in for Pat Connaughton, and Brogdon subbed in for George Hill. Lets it go from 11. That misses off the backboard.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
There's Snell. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jabari Parker.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
Two.
That free throw good from Brogdon. And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. That he has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
So he gets them both. And here is Dunn. He's coming off a 28-point game against Boston. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. Brogdon against Dunn. Levine kicks to Carter. Dunn outside. Pass to Parker. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. 6 on the shot clock. Levine for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. From outside the arc, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Lopez. Middleton on the wing, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And looking at the Suns matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Markkanen passes to Levine. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Carter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Carter's got his first 2 points.
Well, he's not going to back off when he's down. I mean, when he's got a chance to attack the basket.
Antetokounmpo against Markkanen, and it's Antetokounmpo penetrating, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker, and that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
We all know Markkanen can score, but it's really important that he continues to evolve on the defense.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Carter kicks to Levine. And it's sent back by Lopez. Brogdon finds Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Markkanen. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Antetokounmpo's got 12.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Carter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Brogdon the pass to Antetokounmpo. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. He's got 14.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
Brogdon against Dunn. Outside, Levine. Markkanen in the corner. Poked away.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to hog in that one.
There's Snell. No good on that one. And it's Chicago the other way. To the inside. Levine can't hit.
Oh, and that would have been a spectacular alley-oop. Really difficult to get the timing right on those long ones.
Chris, your team's battled Kobe Bryant many times. Name some of the players today who you think can compare mentally to the Kobe Bryants and the Michael Jordans, guys you played.
Oh, wow. Well, Kobe says he's seen it in Kyrie Irving and the Greek Freak and a few others. I've seen it in Westbrook and how hard he plays and KD. And I, don't think Steph Curry's just this little nice, helpless guy out there on the court to shoot threes and turn around. He's one of those guys, too, that just wants to put that dagger into your heart with a deep three late in the game. So definitely Westbrook, KD, Curry, those guys come to mind for me.
Makers checked in for Milwaukee. Eric Bledsoe comes in for Tony Snell. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. When you look at the amount of threes, Chris, being taken now, do you think the league as a whole is too dependent upon the perimeter offense?
I don't think so. If you look at Golden State, we all tend to think that they've shot the most threes last year. It actually was Houston.
Right.
And when you look at how Golden State does not just settle for threes, Kevin, but they can shoot them at any time. And maybe the best three-point shooter in the history of the NBA, Curry, will lay a difficult layup over the top of your head just as quick as he'll shoot a tough three from 45 feet. That's what it seems like, but the good teams like a Golden State make you feel like they're shooting a lot of threes, but actually play with a balanced game. Those that try to copycat and just shoot threes, I don't think they've won a championship yet. So I think it's about having that balance, and maybe the league overall is shooting too many threes, but the champions who shoot threes, I don't think take too many.
Here's Brogdon after the made shot from Wendell Carter, and the shot goes in. And that's now 10 points for Chris Middleton.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
And Chicago has possession following the basket by Chris Middleton. Now here's Valentine. Tight defense on him. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. They get it again. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dunn outside. Kicks to Levine. This one for three. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. And that's now 7 points for Zach LaVine.
He's taken 5 shots this quarter and only hit 1. I mean, you got to say ouch to that.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Maker with the ball. Carter on him. For three, Middleton scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
He has them reeling. They haven't had an answer for him this quarter.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Levine against Brogdon. Levine up top. He has 7. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Great positioning on the putback. Makers got 9 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Levine. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. A floater and the nice bucket inside from Markkanen.
getting better at realizing when to penetrate, give Markkanen the lane, and he's happy to take it.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Middleton outside, over Valentine. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. The rebound by the Bucks. Maker's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bledsoe against Dunn. There's the lob, and Kumbo throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Hat. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
How about Zach LaVine? I mean, signing a big new contract this summer. Listen, that ACL injury he had, that's in the rear view. Obviously a lot riding on his health and return to form, but he's put in the work.
The Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And LaVine seems to be at full strength. His vertical leap testing even higher, if we can believe that, even higher, Chris, than it did in the pre-draft combine.
He's a hard worker. His scoring efficiency lacked a little bit last season, but he was trying to get his game right after injury. Look, we know his potential as far as scoring that ball.
And so LaVine nails both of them.
Zach LaVine, a high riser, the 2-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
Now here is Hill. 14 points from him the last game against Memphis. Shoots. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And from everything you hear, LaVine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
Now, here's Valentine. George Hill missing his last shot. And again, Chicago, no good. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Valentine dishes to LaVine. Back to Valentine. Pass to Selden. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 20 points for him. From past the arc. Hill, no good. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, you know, just trying to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 20 points, 2 block shots, and 3 assists. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
You know the Greek Freak. Every year, he seems to take a step forward. The shot looks better, his body is filled out, and he can bang inside whenever he wants to. But what really impressed me in the first half was his leadership. And he controlled the game, and he controlled his teammates.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball 101. Things like that, Ernie.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
Well, it comes down to talent, comes down to hustle. He's shown both in a big way so far.
So it's Chicago now. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Selden in at the small forward position. Parker outside, puts up a three. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Antetokounmpo kicks to Maker. Good on the bucket. Maker's got 13.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Brogdon against Dunn. Clock at 6. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Bulls moving the ball around. And Maker sends it back.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Dunn and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Chris Dunn taking 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
Two shots.
The first one falls. And Greg, you look at Dunn, it can take longer for point guards to develop in the NBA.
A great point. It's the most cerebral position in our game. Learning how to run an NBA offense is a challenge. Good news, though, is he's putting in the work necessary to figure it out and progressing nicely.
And he makes both free throws.
There's no question Dunn is a great athlete, but he must first work on his shooting as well as his passing.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. Back to Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Middleton with it. Misses the 3. Chicago has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Levine passes to Dunn. Back to Levine. Goes up at the stripe. Rebound, Milwaukee. Maker's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the middle. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. Dunn kicks to Carter. With the floater, in deep, Dunn drops it in. Dunn's got 4 points in the quarter.
Showing he has plenty of tricks in his bag. Dunn never bashful about whipping out the floater.
Inside, here's Maker. No good there. Good work defensively by Carter. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Levine, good.
And the wily strength of Levine. I mean, he does a great job fending off the defense on the way up.
Bledsoe against Dunn. Bledsoe passes to Maker. Dunn outside. It's tipped. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. And that'll be his third foul so far. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Chicago calls timeout.
How about the point guard position? A lot like the quarterback. You need a team to put the ball in your hands and trust you to run the show, especially down the stretch. Last season, the Bulls handed Chris Dunn the keys. He seized the opportunity.
Here's a chance now to see the league leaders in three-point field goal percentage. Fourth, Malcolm Brogdon.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Markkanen can't get it to go. And Dunn, the 5th pick back in 2016, voted by his fellow draftees as the favorite to win Rookie of the Year. But, Chris, it took until year 2 in Chicago for him to break through.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this game is all about getting better, finding the right situation. He still has to become a little more efficient as a player, cut down on his turnovers, improve his shot-making abilities a little bit, but he's delivering on his potential as a two-way player.
Chicago making a switch here. Arcidiakono's checked in.
One shot.
And that one falls for Middleton. Now Dunn, 11 points in the game. He kicks it to Markkanen. Teardrop shot, and there's the nice layup by Dunn. Dunn's got 6 here in this quarter.
Have to be excited for Dunn. I mean, it seems like he can't miss from anywhere now.
Bledsoe looking it over. Lopez right side. 5 to shoot. Maker dishes to Lopez. No good with the triple. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Stolen by Bledsoe. For 3, Middleton. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Brogdon, averaging about 11 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
And it's Dunn penetrating.
Using all that momentum to his advantage. Dunn is relentless when he's knifing towards the bucket.
Middleton against Levine. Now here's Middleton, guarded closely. Lopez kicks to Bledsoe. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Markkanen. Dunn against Bledsoe. Levine. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now here's Bledsoe. 9 points in the game so far. Lopez passes to Maker. Dishes it to Bledsoe. Back to Maker. Stolen by Carter. Here's Arcidiakono. Passes it to Dunn. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And they're just playing fast and loose. Sometimes that'll burn you.
like right here, you have to value each possession, especially when you're behind.
Tony Snell's checked in for Brogdon. And Chicago also making a switch. Valentine's checked in. Now here's Bledsoe. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Chicago with the ball. Done with it. He's got 15. And here is Markkanen. Clock at 6. And there's the pass to Carter. And that one is off. And Milwaukee the other way now. And it's Middleton penetrating. Maker dishes to Snell. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. On the wing, Levine. Here's Carter. Good D by Lopez.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And the basket by Maker. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And again, Chicago, no good.
And not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Carter with the block. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. The Bucks making a switch here. Ilyasova's checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Carter. And Bobby Portis subbed in for Markkanen. Here's Middleton. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Dunn kicks to Lopez. Outside, Levine. To halt the run, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And last season, not the one Brook Lopez wanted to have before heading into free agency.
He just never seemed to find a place with the Lakers and saw his minutes decline as he wasn't in their plans. Averaged a career low in terms of minutes played per game last year. And I think he still's got a lot to offer and should bounce back closer to his all-star level of output.
Free throw good, Levine.
I mean, he's a versatile player who can come play either guard position. I mean, Levine continues to impress as the years go on.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Wayne Selden's checked in for the Bulls. And so Levine nails both of them. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. The drive by Hill, lays it up off the glass. Hill's got his first basket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Selden kicks to Lopez. To the wing right side. You know, Chris, Bobby Portis showing continued progress as a scorer.
Well, look, he can shoot from anywhere on this floor, and he's 6'11". I mean, just imagine that. But, you know, if you give him starters minutes, you know, maybe he can be a 20 and 10 guy in this league.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw missing.
Now, whether Portis can make the leap is still up in the air. He's young and has the potential to be really good in this league.
No luck that time either. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Hill passes to Connaughton. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Bulls have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. To the middle, here's Lopez. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, there's only so much that D can do defensively. Lopez is extremely talented down in the paint.
Outside Hill. Over to the left wing. Lopez finds Hill. Lopez inside. Lopez covering. Good D by Lopez. Got a piece of it. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for Chicago.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Now here's Levine. 15 points in the game. Valentine kicks to Levine. Lopez passes to Valentine. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
Milwaukee's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Now here is Hill. Tight defense on him. Snell, the pass to Lopez. Over Valentine. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And really, Lopez has been dangerous from here throughout his career. You got to guard him closely.
And Levine, here we go. He gets it in there. Levine's got 17.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Now here is Hill. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Pass to Connaughton. Wants to get it to Hill and does. Shot clock at 6. 14 feet away. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Snell, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Snell. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And Chicago also making a switch. Jabari Parker's checked in for Denzel Valentine. So he gets them both. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. Lopez outside. Trying to find Parker. He's got it now. And the dunk by Parker.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
It's Hill on the wing. And the layup's good off the glass. Hill's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And always looking for the high percentage bucket. Hill got that one right to the rim.
Levine kicks to Portis. Lopez against Ilyasova. Lopez finds Levine. Back to Lopez. Over Hill. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Milwaukee has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Chicago's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Parker, right side. Pass to Portis. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Portis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by Portis.
And he's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Bulls shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Levine kicks to Parker. Over in the corner, Portis from downtown, cans it from downtown. Portis has got 9 points.
So assured. Sometimes Portis prepares himself to shoot the ball as it's coming his way.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't having it.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in, and the Bulls making a change here as well. Arcidiakono's checked in. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Portis. 9 points in the game so far. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Lopez.
Oh, well, Lopez is terrific on the offensive glass. I love seeing him use his long arms to haul in the boards.
Hill deciding where to go with it. Knocks down the 3 ball. 7 points in the game. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Bucks shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. They've got Hill, Ilyasova out there with Brown. Then there's Jason Smith, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Sinks the triple. Connaughton's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Milwaukee. Here's Blakeney. Each team has 1 inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Web, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so, because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything, because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practice. And so that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world and can contribute at any time.
Ulis is checked in for Chicago.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And Brown drops them both. Here's Ulis. Passes it to Felicio. Kicks it to Lopez. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Now, here's Ulis. Defense is right there. Some call it the Ewing theory, teams that play better without relying on a star player. But Chris, how sustainable is that?
It's not sustainable. It's real cute until you have the teams that are focused and want to win come in. And usually that Ewing theory, that's usually like in the 5th week of the season or before All-Star break when teams are figuring out themselves. Once everybody has identified their strengths and their weaknesses, you need that horse to ride. You need that big hoss in there, that guy that's dependable every night. And as long as he's a willing passer, unselfish player, no, you need those guys. I don't believe that teams are better without their main guy. Maybe for short stretches, players can rally, but you look at championship winners. I'm trying to think of one that didn't have a superstar on their roster. I just don't buy into that theory.
One shot.
The free throw off from Smith. Robin Lopez out of Stanford, entering his 2nd decade in the league. Chris, talk about his game.
Well, when you think about Robin's game, I mean, aggressive, unselfish. I mean, he's one of those dirty work players you love to have on your team, but you hate to compete against.
Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. Back to Ilyasova.
Scrappy nature of Lopez is one of his best attributes. He doesn't give up anything easy to shooters.
The wide open look here for Ulis. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Ilyasova banked in off the glass.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Man, this is what happens when you get discouraged. Sometimes it just affects every part of your game.
Now, here's Ulis. Felicio kicks to Arcidiacono. Just 5 to shoot. Now the pass to Ulis. And the Bulls with another miss. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. DiVincenzo, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Chris, the last few years, talk of expansion has come up. Are we ready, you think, in the NBA to add some more teams?
I think we are. Now, expanding to 32 teams might stretch the talent a little bit thin, but I think we could handle a couple of years with that because of the youth of the players. We could actually switch it up a little bit. I mean, come on, Kevin. You like me. You're a big basketball and big sports fan. You know we have to have a team in Seattle.
I would love Seattle. Absolutely.
I mean, come on. You know how crazy those fans were. You know we have to have that come back. And then there's some places. Think about how great Oklahoma City is.
Yes.
And how they've just embraced this Thunder team. There might be a couple more places out there with that type of passion and fans saying, listen, if you give us a team, we promise we'll nurture it, take care of it, and root for it the loudest. And I like having that. I think it's time to definitely investigate expansion, but we got to get back to Seattle first and foremost.
He's perfect from the line this time. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Now, here's Ulis. He's covered closely, and that one's good. Arcidiacono.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by the Bucks.
Here's Connaughton. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now, here's Ulis. Felicio kicks to Ulis. Pass to Blakeney. Ilyasova against Lopez. Pass to Arcidiacono. 6 to shoot. Knocked away. And they're pushing it up. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And great effort on the boards, and what a move.
Yeah.
That was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
Yeah, fellas, he's a monster. He's never seen an offensive rebound he didn't think he could get to.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. After the basket by Milwaukee. That's tipped.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
This has not been his best effort. He's lucky his teammates have been there to bail him out.
Chicago making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. The Bulls have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Ulis with it. Pro basketball is one of the few sports where awards are league-wide, C-Web, and not divided by conference. What if the NBA should consider giving out separate awards, you know, for the East and the West?
You know, Kev, I don't know about Eastern and Western Conference, but I do believe that there should be an offensive MVP. I do believe there should be a difference between MVP and maybe the best player in the league, because how do we define some of these things? So I do think we can tinker with some of the awards, but East and West, I'm not really sure with. I think it should always be about the best out of the total number of teams and conferences.
Good perspective. Now here's Brown inside. DiVincenzo off target from outside. Chicago's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Ulis, shoots over Brown, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Tyler Ulis, the 34th pick in 2016, Greg, out of Kentucky, where he set the single-season assist record with 7 a game.
Yeah, and at 5'10", that small stature is obviously a concern. But in his young career, he's shown flashes, but he's going to have to shoot it better if he's going to succeed long-term.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Before last season, the NBA voted to restructure the lottery odds. C-Web, you think the changes will promote, you know, better competition?
More even odds for the bottom 5 teams. That's the way that it should be. The bad teams should get the little bit of help that they're needed. And I do think that it promotes better competition. So I'm definitely happy with the way the NBA restructured the lottery odds. There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near him.
Now here's Valentine. He's covered by Brown. Lopez passes to Valentine.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
Denzel Valentine, another tough, high IQ player, Greg, out of Michigan State.
Yeah, 4-year player for the Spartans. He knows how to play the game of basketball and has the versatility to impact the game in a variety of ways.
First free throw is good. Tony Snell's checked in for Brown. The Bulls also changing it up. Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. And Wayne Selden subbed in for Ulis. Both shots good from the stripe. Denzel Valentine, another tough, high IQ player, Greg, out of Michigan State.
Yeah, 4-year player for the Spartans. He knows how to play the game of basketball and has the versatility to impact the game in a variety of ways.
Here's Selden. Here's Arcidiacono. Passes it to Felicio. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Carter, and the rejection by Smith. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's Selden. No good on the quick three. And good that time. 8 points for Wendell Carter.
That's what every team needs. Guys getting after it on the offensive board.
Here's Connaughton. You know, the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Webb, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over, along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football, and so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're acting a fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side? Right. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
That's good from Snell. The Bucks making a switch here. Hill's checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Portis is checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Chicago has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And here is Ilyasova. He kicks to Snell. Back to Ilyasova. The pass to Snell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Denzel Valentine. Every once in a while, we hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. C-Webb, when you hear that term, what does it mean to you?
It means it's the truth. When I got to the NBA as a rookie, the thing that amazed me the most was that I was already part of a fraternity. There was no having to
take a break.
Take a break. Kind of welcomed in. You are welcomed in once you're part of the NBA. Guys want to see you do well. Right. Not against them, not against their team, but guys want to see you do well because they know the work, the effort, the sacrifice that it takes to get to this level. And that's a really refreshing feeling, knowing the guys got your best interest as long as it isn't against them that night.
Yeah, great perspective on that topic. And so Snell nails both of them. And for the Bulls, they're shooting about 42% so far. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 11 points for Bobby Portis.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Smith kicks to Ilyasova. Out left to the wing. Here's Snell. 5 on the clock. Back to Ilyasova. Ring shot on the way. Count it. Ilyasova's got 4 points in the quarter.
Definitely a shot Ilyasova can hit. He's proven time and time again how dangerous he is from the mid-range.
Out left to the wing. Carter against Ilyasova. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Now we'll go to the line for 2.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. The first one falls. It's been a few years now since rules were put into place to curb the hack-a-shack strategy. C-Webb, do you think the NBA made the right choice in discouraging that style, that tactic?
No, Kev, I'm torn on this one. I don't think so. I do think that the game would have gotten ugly, the pace would have gotten bad, but I think it would have been only a couple of years as players would have been embarrassed enough to improve their game. As I travel to different places, the one thing that's the difference between the United States and other places they can shoot free throws. Other places they just aren't at the park dunking or hanging on the rim. They're actually shooting shots and skill sets and dribbling. And Yeah. You know, I was at one time a terrible free throw shooter, and the embarrassment of not making them, missing them late in the games, not being able to be there for your team the way you want to, oh, trust me, it's no better motivation than that. Not giving me a handicap and a crutch saying, oh, don't do it. I don't like the fact that they've tried to place a curb on the hack-a-shack strategy. My thing is get you in the gym in the offseason and make some free throws.
Now, Antetokounmpo, after Denzel Valentine missing on that last three-pointer. Smith left side. Carter with the block, and he gets it back. The Bulls shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first. See, Webb, I think of when you entered the league and how much the league has changed since your entry. In your mind, going back to your rookie year, I'm sure you can count many ways that the NBA has improved the game.
Yeah, and the NBA to me has always been a step ahead. It's been a leader as far as where sports in general should go. I mean, we're truly a global game now. Just imagine where the game is going to be in 20 years. The growth of overall player salaries, the value of franchises. And to me, again, the biggest improvement has just been the evolution of players. It's been thanking a guy like Larry Bird, who was 6'9", shooting threes, and today we have Kevin Durant, 7-foot shooting threes. It's players getting better. The dribbling of Isaiah Thomas back in the Piston days to the dribbling of Curry, Kyrie, John Wall. Today, it's the evolution of the players to me that's been so exciting, along with the growth of the league overall.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Hill kicks to Antetokounmpo. He feeds it to Smith. No good that time. Good work defensively by Carter. Here's Arcidiacono. He's guarded by Hill, and that one's good. Arcidiacono. 1:36 left to play in the final quarter. Hill left side. Snell from outside, and another three for Milwaukee.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Milwaukee.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He had those defenders shaking their heads. There were times when they thought they had a handle on him. And then just like that, he'd go off on another tear.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
Here's Arcidiacono after the basket by Milwaukee. Outside Portis, at the top of the key, Selden. Here's Arcidiacono. 5 on the clock. From deep. The rebound by the Bucks.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It can be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out in transition, you know, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.